Hear me out, hear me out. Let me just get this off my chest. Welcome to Her Diary Out Loud with Danny Royal, where my journey does not define me, but it defies the barriers of caring about what other people think. One real life experience at a time, my story, my way. I mean, it's better out than in, right? When you are a person who can think about somebody outside of yourself, I feel like encouragement comes rather easy. But when you are somebody who is so into what they want, how they want things done, what they got to do, and what have you, I feel like somebody's needs and somebody's concerns and somebody's heart or somebody's goals, dreams, and aspirations really don't really matter to you. And so for me, this is why I became an encourager. Number one, it's just been in my heart to do since the longest time. Because I know for me, I needed to be encouraged, especially as a little girl. I remember my siblings would go out and they would do their own things and they would have their fun, their good times. And I would just be right home by myself, irritated, because I wanted to go out there and I wanted to do great things and I wanted people to want to be in my space like they called on my siblings. And for some reason, that wasn't my time. But my mother would always encourage me. I remember one time where I cried so bad because I just didn't understand that it wasn't my season yet. That yes, I wanted to be out there, but what is God keeping me from? I did not know. I just was stuck and so hell bent on, man, everybody else is always calling them to come places and do things because they were musicians and my sister sang and different things like that. And I was just like, man, I'm just in here with mom. I was big mad. Some of those times. Not every time, but it was just like I didn't understand. I didn't understand that seasons changed. I didn't understand to the full magnitude of sometimes God saves the best for last. Not saying that they weren't in their elements doing their great or however. That's not what I'm saying because my siblings are amazing and they're doing amazing things now. But what I'm saying is that it just wasn't my time yet. It wasn't my turn yet. And I was being pruned in a way that I didn't even understand. And so my mom, she would encourage me a lot to just hold on because one day, baby, it's going to be your turn. One day, you're going to have the opportunity to speak to the world and to give your story and to share your talents and to share your gifts. And people are going to want to be around you. People are going to want to listen to you. And that stuck with me so much. And I was just like, man, it seemed like it was taking a long time. And maybe honestly, it was taking a long time. But when God wants to do something in you and through you, and He has a plan for you, I was watching a reel on Instagram, and it was a lady saying, Lord, I know you said in Jeremiah 29 that you said that you know the plans that you have for me. But God, when you gonna let me in on them plans? And so He ain't never let me in on them. He ain't never let me in on them. I got a word here too, there. But He ain't never let me in on them. Not right away anyway. And then as I became and has been becoming the woman that I am today, I'm learning that the more. That He's cultivating me and that He's making me and molding me and that He's pruning me into the woman that you all see today. But that encouragement that my mother gave me, it stuck with me. And so today I am proud to say that I am an encourager. And so in our podcast, if you have not gone over to Podbean, follow us at Her Diary Out Loud podcast and be sure to listen to all of our latest videos that we have had and also check out our recaps that we've done thus far on YouTube. And be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. You guys, I just am learning that when you encourage someone else, you're not just even talking to them, you're actually talking to you. I remember there was a song that said, sometimes you have to encourage yourself, and sometimes you have to speak victory during the test. And no matter how you feel, I'm going to leave it right there. Speak a word over your life and you'll be healed. And so the song goes on and on and on. And let me tell you, like, I had to learn to do that. Because one thing that I know is this journey is not for the weak. The journey that I've been on has not been for the weak. The journey that you've been on, I'm sure, has not been for the weak. And so in the podcast, I touch on things that I've experienced and things that had led me to just being an encourager, and how to just continue to be an encourager despite what, or in spite of what's going on around you, what's going on through you or in you. Because the thing about it is, when you can learn to think about somebody outside of yourself, when you can learn to serve up value, that's when you are the most effective. And if you are interested in being effective, then that means you have to grow and go through the process with doing so. That means in order to give value, you have to go through something. You have to grow through something. You have to have something to give to someone that will be of benefit. What do you have that is beneficial to someone else today that can encourage them to keep going, that can encourage them to keep pushing, that can encourage them to start? Will you be the conduit? Will you be the person? Will you bridge the gap? Or are you going to keep waiting on what somebody else has to say, waiting for the money, waiting for a pie in the sky, waiting for a sign? Hey, if you're looking for a sign, this is your sign. This is your sign. Start. Encourage. Do your thing. Be your great. Don't just think about you, though. When you give value, you think about someone else. I didn't quite understand what that meant then, but surely I understand what that means now. Encouragement can come in many different forms and in many different ways. You can be encouraging as a mother. You can be encouraging as a daughter, as a friend, as a business partner, as a significant other, as a sibling, as a tribe, even. Everybody wants a tribe. A tribe will literally encourage you to keep going. I can honestly say I might not have a huge tribe, but I got some type of a tribe, because I got people that are rocking with me and that has been rocking with me for quite some time. And to be honest, I'm just getting started. But I just want to say shout out to you guys. And I want to say thank you for every person that supported me through my journey thus far. It has had its highs, it has had its lows, but it's been very, very fruitful. Why? Because I know now that God wasn't taking me through those things for where I was. He was taking me through those things for where I was going. And when we can get out of the point of emotion and get past, oh my goodness, I don't understand why I'm going through that. Oh my goodness, I don't understand why I'm going through this. Oh my goodness, it's just unfair. And we can say, God, nevertheless, not my will, but your will be done. I didn't understand why you were doing that, but thank you for allowing me to be here today. Oh my goodness, the growth you will exude. Oh my goodness, the way that you will be able to pour into someone else, because again, everybody don't get a chance to do what you're doing. If you've liked this video, this episode recap, I urge you to go on over to our podcast, listen to our podcast at Her Diary Out Loud. We are there. We are excited. We are ready. Okay. There will be uploads, I'm not going to give y'all specific dates, but our uploads will be continuous. And guess what? I want y'all to share this out. Share it out with a sister. Share it out with a friend. Share it out with a guy friend even, because I'm sure that they can get something from our podcast as well. We have so much to give, so much to offer, so much.